Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nicole Brown, and today is Saturday, June the 13th. And I just got off of a Zoom call for my little cousin's graduation from high school. I sat down to watch my Me TV. The Three Stooges is on. I love Me TV. I'm just a simple young lady living a simple life, trying to help as many people as I can to do what they want to do in life. So as I sat watching the Three Stooges, I began to get inspired by what I had just seen on the Zoom call. It was absolutely beautiful. It was 2 hours. That led me to thinking about what's going on in the world. So after the Zoom call, I made a call to my second mom. My mom has passed on. My earthly mom, she's passed on. So I've always had a second mom. So I made a phone call to her to see how she was doing. I checked in with her for the day. Then I sat down to watch the Three Stooges. Then I got inspired thinking about what has been going on in this universe globally since 2020. It's just been one complete thing after another. It doesn't stop. I was inspired because, in spite of everything that we may see that's going on, that's not good in the world, there are 1,000 other things that are going on that are good in the world. And that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on the positive. I'm not doing negative. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of that out there in this world today. But I am more so focused on the positive. And I tell you, when 2020 came around in January, I set my mind to do some things differently than I had ever done them before. And that is what I continue to focus on. I don't watch the news. I don't want my mind cluttered with all of that stuff. But I do scroll Google and I catch what's going on. I'm not ignorant to what's going on in the world. I'm fortunate enough to still have a job. I never stopped working because I have what is called an essential job. So that has been a blessing to me. But I feel for all of those people who don't have essential jobs, to all those people who have lost their jobs, and to all the people who will not have a job when this thing does die down. And when it does die down, I'm still not going to change my perspective as it relates to going out there into the world and doing the things that other people are doing. I've been perfectly satisfied being at home since the end of March when they put the shelter in place mandate in order, and they've taken it off in Illinois. But I tell you, since the George Floyd killing by that cop and the protesting and the looting, the rioting, just about everything in my neighborhood is boarded up. Sad to say, and I don't live in a bad neighborhood, but it's boarded up. I think for protection purposes, and you got the major grocery stores that are open, but people are trying to protect their property, and I don't blame them at all. So my focus is on continuing what I started at the beginning of January of this year because I'm setting myself up to change myself as well as to help others to change themselves. And with all of the job loss that has occurred and people are not going back to work, I don't know how many companies are going to reopen. I don't know how many people are going to physically have a job to go back to. I do know that during 2 weeks, the roads were like a desert. But now, about 3 weeks ago, everything started picking back up. People are going back to work, but I don't know how many are going to be going back. Unemployment is great for right now, but what are people going to do when there's no more unemployment that they can look to? They're going to be looking for something. So I want to be here to help those people to make a change in their life. So if you are interested in finding out what I'm doing with working with me, then please reach out to me. I am here for you. I am willing to work with you, but you have to remember I have a full time job too. But I will do what I can to help anyone who wants to help themselves to come out of this pandemic that we're going out of, whatever that means. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm still going to be sheltering in place for the next 2 years. I didn't do too much prior to the pandemic, and I'm not going to be doing too much after it. But my goal, seriously, is to help people to live life better. I work with a digital company, I work with the health and nutrition company, and I work with the company that will help you to get your credit right. So if you have an interest, like I said, reach out to me and I will call you back and find out what your needs are. So until the next video, you all take good care of yourself.